What's going on, Moon Gang? I hope you have a giant smile on your face because AMC stock had a phenomenal day. To kick off the first full trading week of April, AMC stock gained 13.35% and it closed the day out at $10.61. In this video, I'll be commenting on why AMC stock had such a pretty great day. Then I'll be sharing my thoughts on Adam Aron's most recent interview, which it was actually a pretty bullish one. I'm excited to share that. And then finally, I'll be going over the most recent up-to-date short interest numbers for AMC stock. And a quick spoiler alert, things are trending in our direction. But before I get into all that, don't forget to join up with the Moon Gang by hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you want to use this trading platform for free and get 2 free stocks, check out that link to Webull in the description of this video. Alrighty, let's hop into it. So why did AMC stock have such a great day? I mean, again, 13.35%. Well, it has to do a lot with a Wall Street analyst and really the performance of Godzilla vs. Kong. Analyst upgrades AMC Theaters says Godzilla vs. Kong destroys lingering concerns about theatrical window. And just so you know, I'll make sure to post this link in the description if you want to read it in more detail. I'm just kind of giving you the quick highlights. So an analyst at B. Riley, Eric Wold, has upgraded his personal price target on AMC Theaters from neutral to buy, and he raised the price target from $7 to $13. And he has his reasoning in here, and it's more in depth than what I'm about to go over, but here are the main highlights. Basically, he was comparing Godzilla vs. Kong, that theatrical release, in comparison to Godzilla, King of Monsters, and basically Godzilla vs. Kong brought in $48.5 million. And keep in mind, that's with all of the Rona restrictions, people kind of scared of going out, and also in competition with HBO Max. Like, there, not only was it released in theaters, but it was released on that streaming service. So even with all of that, with basically this movie fighting with a hand tied behind its back, relative to Godzilla, King of Monsters, that only came in at $47.8 million back in May 2019 with all the theaters open and without any capacity restrictions. So the fact that it won with everything working against it, obviously $48.5 million, it's the magnitude of that number doesn't really explain why AMC shot up 13+% today. It's not like the company became 13% better, but in a certain way it actually did because of the sentiment. It's showing that people, yes, they still want to go to movies. In fact, they want to go to movies very, very badly. There's a huge support for AMC Theaters. It just shows the overall positive sentiment, and that's part of the reason why the stock did so well, and it's part of the reason why Eric Wold here raised his price target from $7 all the way up to $13. On top of that, I have even more good news for you to really expand on just some of the numbers. So at 3 p.m. today on Monday, April 5th, Adam Aron, the CEO of AMC, went on and did another interview with Liz Clayman. And there's two data points I want to talk to you about. So Adam Aron was saying this most recent period from Wednesday to Sunday, relative to any other Wednesday to Sunday in Q1 of 2021, there was a 5x increase in AMC theaters. It quintupled. That is so good for the theater. He also had some very, really the whole interview was pretty bullish. I recommend that you check that out. I'm just going over the main parts. I listened to it. Other than that, he also talked about how safety is a very important concern for them. The theaters are at 50% capacity. Masks are required. And at this point, no cases, zero, nilch, nada cases of Rona have been reported that are related to an AMC theater. So things are going very, very well for it. On more of like a sentimental thing, Adam Aron, the CEO, he was talking about how he's a huge fan of apes. He went out of his way to say that a couple of times. I think that's a nod to us, everyone in this community trying to run with the stock, get the squeeze to happen. I think that's a very, very good nod to us. And then also speaking about the HBO Max streaming, he was asked about that in reference to Black Widow, and who's owned by Disney, who owns Marvel. And he was saying that he feels pretty confident that a happy middle ground will be met between Disney and AMC. I fully believe in him. And potentially, most importantly, the interview, I recommend that you check this out, but the interview was essentially over, and you could tell that he wanted to get one more thing in, and Ms. Clayman here allowed it. And basically, he was speaking in reference to the potential, that's a very important word here, the potential 500 million share authorization. And in reference to that, I have the quote written down here, not that we will use an amount like that anytime soon. So that is right out of the horse's mouth himself. He was saying that if the authorization does pass, which remember the vote is May 4th of 2021. So if you own AMC, you should definitely vote. But even if those shares are authorized, he is saying, the CEO of the company, I just want to really put this to bed because so many people are talking about the dilution. It's going to happen. It already happened. Yada, yada, yada. All false, fake news. It is not real. The vote to authorize the potential use of those shares comes up on May 4th. And the CEO says that even if the vote ends up being a yes, he does not plan on using an amount close to that size anytime soon. So for us, we know that if there is a giant dilution, it would hurt the chance of a short squeeze, but I don't think I believe the CEO. I'm feeling pretty good. The interview was bullish. The Godzilla vs. Kong movie debut over the weekend is bullish. There's more analysts on Wall Street that are bullish on the stock. There's a lot of things going right for AMC right now, hence why it gained over 13% in one day. So now, with all of that being said, let's go over some of the important technical levels and also the important data points for AMC. So coming into today, the short interest on AMC was 18.4%. The shares on loan was 118.5 million. And the utilization, as in out of all the shares that could potentially, they were at least offered to be borrowed, so like go on loan so they could be shorted, that utilization rate is up to 87%. All three of these numbers are very, very high. And after today, the short interest actually went up higher by 0.18%. The return shares that were being borrowed and they were returned to the original owner was 1.6 million. And the new shares that were borrowed was 2.17 million. So before, when I was talking about things are trending in our direction, well, look at this. The short interest is trending up, as in, I think this is an important point of clarification here. Just because the short interest is so high, that in no way guarantees a short squeeze. What it means is if there is a short squeeze, the magnitude to which the stock will squeeze will be even higher. So as this number goes up, that's better for us. But in the end, the missing puzzle piece that we need right now is bullish sentiment. And I think we're getting that through just the world opening back up. People going to theaters, analysts raising their price target. We're getting bullish sentiment. So as more people buy, that means that now even more people short against AMC will be in more pain. Things are really starting to align. And I know that there was a big assumption of this before, but now it's exciting because we have the data to show it. The short interest is going up. We know that the theaters are killing it right now. More people are going to the theaters. As more and more people are just out watching movies. Things right now, I guess, as you can tell, I'm just excited. Things are trending in our direction and we have the evidence of it. It's not just an assumption at this point. Everything that we talked about, I will link this all below. You can look at it yourself. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I highly recommend that everyone watching this video does their own due diligence. Feel free to fact check me. If I get something wrong, I'm more than happy to correct it. I will post this all below and I would love to know your thoughts. And to really wrap all this up, let's talk a little bit about the current technical situation with AMC. So we know that it cleared $20 back in late January. Since then, it kind of sold off. And now if you look at it from a technical perspective in the world of technical analysis, we're really starting to get that cup and handle shape. A cup and handle is basically one big U followed by another little U. And in the world of technical analysis, this is a very, very bullish pattern. So what we're looking for is the handle of the whole cup and handle pattern to really get completed. As of now, AMC closed out the day at 1060. And for me, and I think I could actually show you this better on the 30-minute chart here, I think things are going to get very excited, as in confirmation that we are creating that handle of the cup and handle once AMC really clears 1150, 1185. That's going to be my main watch, not only for tomorrow, but really for the rest of the week. Of course, above that, first we need to get above 11, which is an important technical level. But I think there's just from the scoreboard, there's a lot of reason to be excited. As soon as AMC gets above 1150, 1185, I think the stock will have even bigger gains than what we saw today. In terms of support, if we don't see that bullish follow through, the support I'll be looking at comes at 10, and below that we have a region at 974. So those are the technical levels I'll specifically be watching tomorrow and most likely for the remainder of the week. And just for those of you keeping track, over the past week, AMC is up 3.71%. Over the past month, it's up 32%. And over the past 3 months, it's up 400%. The reason I'm bringing this to your attention is, to me, this is clear proof that this isn't a dead cat, this isn't a dead duck, and in no way is this saga over. I mean, look at the numbers. Like, they're all green. Every major time frame is green in our favor. The short interest is trending upward. The fundamental sentiment around this movie theater is trending in our favor as the world is opening back up, returning to like whatever this new normal is. In my opinion, things are looking pretty good for us. But once again, that's only my opinion. I'm just a person yelling at a camera for YouTube. So I would love to get your opinion. And if you think I got any of this wrong, let me know. Let's have a conversation about it. If you feel like you can refute any of this with evidence or data, I would love to talk about it. And I would love to correct myself if I'm wrong. But for now, I'm feeling pretty good from all the evidence I just showed you here. And before I let you go, don't forget, join up with the Moon Gang by hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you're going over to that bell icon, clicking on it, and switching it to always, because I do stream all this stuff Monday to Friday, 9 to 4. If the market's open, I'm going to be streaming, and then I like to post these like kind of wrap up technical and fundamental videos. So make sure you're hitting the subscribe and notification bell for that. And also don't forget, if you want to use this trading platform and get 2 free stocks, I mean, I'm talking absolutely free. All you have to do is sign up for Webull. You'll get 1 free stock and then deposit $100 and you'll get a 2nd free stock. Overall, I would love to know your thoughts on the current state of AMC in a comment below. So feel free to reach out to me. Until I catch you next time, from me, Duck Shirt and Chair, best of luck in the markets.